Meeting for September 10th, 2024 is hereby called to order. Will Secretary Houston please call roll?
Commissioner Smith.
Present.
Commissioner Contreras.
Here.
Commissioner Gurantz.
Here.
President Hayden.
Present.
Director Cotton.
Here.
And Commissioner DePriest is absent today.
Thank you. The first item on the agenda is the approval of the August 27th, 2024 board minutes. Do any of my fellow board members have any changes or comments to this item?
None. Move to approve.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Item is passed. The next item on the agenda is resolution number 32633, considering board approval of a facility use with concession agreement with the KC Health Initiative and G.G. Jones for the use of the Swope Park Bandstand to host some Midwest Soul Veg Fest. Events Administrator Rob Loya is here to speak on this item.
Thank you, Commissioners. Yes, it's the Veg Fest at the Bandstand, a festival to promote the vegan plant-based lifestyle with entertainment and children's activities. Very successful, popular event. Asking for approval.
Great event. Move to approve.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Item's passed. Mr.
Thank
Loya,
you very
getting off
much.
easy today. Thanks.
Thank you. Thank you.
Next item on the agenda is resolution number 32634, considering board approval of a cooperative agreement with AARP of Missouri to host the Fit Lot Fall Fitness Fun Series at Mary Williams Neal Community Center.
Quite the alliteration.
Say that a couple more times fast.
Jennifer Jutt is here to speak about it.
Good afternoon, thank you. So we're partnering with AARP Missouri on our Fit Lot at Mary Williams Neal for their 60th anniversary. On this day, for this event, it's a 3-series event where we'll be offering some fitness orientations at the Fit Lot equipment at that location, and in return, they will provide a representative, and we will also receive a stipend of $2,000 to run these events.
Move to approve.
Second.
All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Item's passed. Next item on the agenda is resolution number 32635, considering board approval of a facility use without concession agreement with the American Stroke Foundation for the Next Step program at the Kansas City North Community Center. Ms. Jett.
Thank you. So we've been in partnership with the American Stroke Foundation at a couple of community centers. This is an ongoing partnership with Kansas City North Community Center to provide programming on Tuesdays and Thursdays from 10 to 2.
Move to approve. Second.
All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Items passed. Next item on the agenda is resolution number 32636, considering board approval of a cooperative agreement with Cristo Rey, Kansas City, Sisters of St. Joseph of Leavenworth High School to establish a corporate work-study program. Ms. Jutt.
Thank you. So this was an agreement. This is a new agreement for us. Our center director at Southeast Community Center, Tila, had worked with Cristo Rey before. This is a work-study program, so we'll be providing space in our community centers for students to be able to participate in the work-study program that runs 9 months, September through May.
Kudos to Tila for coming up with that, and maybe we'll get a few permanent employees down the road from it. Yeah.
Great program.
Yep. Great program. Tila is full of ideas. Move to approve.
Second.
All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Items passed. Next item on the agenda is resolution number 32637, considering board approval of a facility use without concession agreement with Crossroads Preparatory Academy for the use of the Garrison Community Center Gymnasium for youth volleyball and basketball practice. Ms. Jett.
Thank you. So Crossroads will be renting the gym space at Garrison Community Center Monday through Thursday after school time. We'll anticipate $11,875 being paid to us for this agreement.
Can I have a motion to approve?
Move to approve. Second.
All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Items passed. The next item on the agenda is resolution number 32638, considering board approval of facility use without concession agreement with the Blue Magic Volleyball Club for the use of Tony Aguirre Community Center. Ms. Jett.
Thank you. So these are, again, agreements to rent out our gym space. This one's located at Tony Aguirre on Mondays from 6 to 8. It is a half gym rental, so it's $40 an hour, and we anticipate a payment of $2,800.
Great.
Move to approve. Second.
All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Items passed. The next item on the agenda is resolution number 32639, considering board approval of a facility use without concession agreement with Destiny Outreach Ministries for the use of Hillcrest Community Center to conduct church services. Ms. Jett.
Thank you. So we have Destiny that is renting out a room at Hillcrest for their services on Sundays, a total of $40 an hour, $80 a day, and $4,560.
Great.
Move to approve.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Items passed. Thanks. Are you going to do?
I'm going to take care of the one for
Okay.
9th and Van Brunt.
Great.
Yep.
All right, next item on the agenda is resolution number 32640, considering board approval of an agreement with Football Kansas City for the use of 9th and Van Brunt athletic fields. Ms. Jett.
Thank you. So we're entering into our fall agreements for the 9th and Van Brunt location. Football Kansas City will be using the space Tuesdays, Fridays, and Sundays for a total compensation of $3,050. Any
Move to
questions?
approve.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Items passed. All right, next item on the agenda is resolution number 32641, considering board approval of a facility use without concession agreement with Notre Dame de Sion Schools of Kansas City for the use of the Minor Park tennis courts for their tennis practices and matches. Ms. Jett.
Thank you. So we've entered into an agreement with Notre Dame at the Minor Park courts. The total for this will be $1,965.
I'm sorry, how much again?
$1,965.
Any other questions?
I'm flipping back and forth because there's kind of the 40, 50, 30, but this is for tennis courts?
Yeah, so the tennis courts are on a different fee. Yep.
Yep. All right, move to approve.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Items passed.
Right, thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Jett. All right, next item on the agenda is resolution number 32642, considering board approval of a cooperative agreement with Kai Stone to paint a mural on the southwest and north sides of the Bud Park Pool Building. James Wong, Chief Engineer in the Engineering Planning and Design Division, is the sponsor of this memo.
Commissioners, Bud Park is a 26-acre park in the northeast. It contains shelters, trails, playgrounds, swimming pool, and we have received a lot of PIKE funding to make improvements at the park. And we have a local artist. His name is Kai Stone. He's here today. He shares the same passion as us when making improvements at the park. So he's going to put a mural on the pool building. So I want to talk about the mural. You want to do it? Yes. Okay.
Hi, good evening. Thank you for having me. The mural that I'm proposing is just a new design that kind of just reflects like peace and the park friendliness, and it's kind of has nature and whatnot. And basically, I will paint the mural myself, and I will also provide keeping it up, like repainting it in case any other graffiti comes on it for the next 15 years. And that would include a sealant on it, so that anti-graffiti sealants that'll make it easier to clean off and whatnot.
First, thank you, Mr. Stone. I also have the privilege of sitting on the Municipal Arts Council, where you previously gave your presentation. I will say to the commissioners that there was quite a bit of concern about an individual being able to come and make a recommendation. We have since that council or commission have recommended a process that is similar to what other artists have to do, even if they are volunteering their time, as you are graciously doing, but to make sure that there's a standard and a process that is maintained. And so I want to thank you 2 times. One, for volunteering your time, but really drawing attention to something that didn't really have a process around it, in hopes that it continues to encourage good Samaritans like yourself, but also has some alignment with what the other artist bid projects will be. So you've been a catalyst in 2 ways. So thank you.
Do you have a draft image of the?
Not on hand. I wasn't sure if there was going to be a PowerPoint or not, though. I'm sorry.
Send to me, I can share with the
Sure.
Oh, okay.
Appreciate that, too.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Of course. All right. Thanks.
All right, any other questions on this item? Nope. May I have a motion to approve?
Move to approve. Second.
All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Items passed. Mr. Stone, look forward to seeing what you put together. Thank you so much. Next item on the agenda is resolution number 32643, considering board approval of a cooperative agreement with the Mattie Road Center to paint a new mural on the Gage Park staircase. Mr. Wong.
Commissioners, Gage Park is a 3-acre park on the west side. It has a long staircase descending to Cesar Chavez, and this staircase is a eyesore for the site. So the Mattie Road Center received a neighborhood empowerment grant to repaint the mural on the staircase. So the mural includes a picture of Cesar Chavez on the stamp and picture honoring the culture of the Latino community. So the agreement is essentially going to have Mattie Roads will be responsible for a independent contractor with a artist to do the mural, and they're going to provide maintenance for 15 years. So there's no cost from us.
This too was brought before MAC,
Great.
and the visual was approved, but the same applies. We kind of had consecutive bringing of individuals from the public wanting to support, so this goes along with that.
Yeah. And we'll have the mural sent to you, after the meeting. So yeah, I'll get them.
Yeah, I'd love to see that. I grew up on
Yeah, all right.
23rd and Bellevue, and I know that this has been in the works for some time, so I'm glad it's moving forward. Move to approve.
Second.
All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Items passed. We are going to hold the next item, resolution number 32644, for our next board meeting. The next item on the agenda is resolution number 32645, considering board approval of amendment number 1 to the encroachment license agreement for the property located at 4111 Broadway Boulevard with Semref KC3 LLC doing business as Wesley on Broadway. Mr. Wong.
Commissioners, this is a amendment to a existing encroachment license agreement with 411 Broadway. So that building is being sold to a new owner. And as the building got transitioned to a new ownership, we found that there's additional encroachment in our right-of-way. So we're amending the contract to change the ownership and also increase the encroachment amount for the new ownership.
Thank you. Good catch. Move to approve.
Second.
All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Items passed. The next item on the agenda is resolution number 32646, considering board approval of a change order number 3 with Mega KC for the Ashland Square Spray Ground rebid project in the amount of $250,100 and extending the contract completion date to February 23rd, 2025. Mr. Wong.
Commissioners, the Ashland Square Park playground is in the construction. In fact, the concrete is poured and plumbing is done, so hopefully that a lot of things will be working pretty quickly. So as we bid the job back in a while ago, we had a base bid. We also had a bunch of alternates. The reason we did that is we expect that the bids will come in higher than the budget we have. And in this case, yes, the bid came in, did exceed the budget amount. So in order to keep the project moving, we go ahead and award the base base bid. In the same time, we've been trying to identify additional funding to award those alternates. So this is the change order that we found additional funding in our develop allotment funding. So we'd like to get those enhancements done, and those includes limestone benches, metal benches, shade structures, ADA picnic tables. So we believe that those will really make this site a better, place for kids. Mm-hmm.
That's great.
Move to approve.
Second.
All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Items passed. We are also going to hold resolution number 32647 for a future meeting. The final item on the agenda is resolution number 32648, considering board approval of a resolution to support the Missouri Department of Conservation grant application for the North Terrace Lake outdoor infrastructure improvements. Mr. Wong.
Commissioners, the North Terrace Lake project is under design. In fact, the design was half funded by the MDC Land Conservation Partnership Grant. And so the improvements includes a boat ramp, fishing dock, and a boat walk around the North Terrace Lake. And those will come up from the design. And as part of design, we're also tasked with submitting a construction grant with MDC. Angela, Illy was our planning division. She did all the hard work, so we went ahead and submitted a construction grant. And it's a 50% construction grant. Essentially, that will get 50% from MDC, and then the Pike funded the rest. So there's no funding from us. And last week, we received a notification that Angela did a great job. They give us the 300 grant. So
Congratulations, Angela. Thank you.
yeah, so we're here to ask your permission to let us work through the grant process. So we'll probably do the first phase, which will be a boat ramp. We do the boardwalk and add some space for parking, in North Terrace Lake.
Great. All right.
Yeah.
Well, may I have a motion to approve?
Move to approve.
Second.
All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Item is passed. Thanks, Mr. Wong. Okay.
The last one.
At our last meeting, we initiated,
We've got one more.
We got one more.
one more?
649.
Which is, that one, the one I thought you were voting.
No, that's the Zoo Drive bid award, so
Okay.
yeah.
Next item on the agenda is resolution number 32649, considering board approval of a bid award to Genesis Environmental Solutions for the 63rd Street and Zoo
This is
Drive
good.
project in the amount of $2,429,894.90.
Commissioners, yeah, that's my project, so yeah, sorry.
Sorry, I didn't have it on my list.
Yeah, we've been trying to get intersection at the Zoo Drive and 63rd Street, which is right over there, we improved for a while. So the project will essentially install a new traffic signal over here, and then we're gonna add turn lanes and also kind of line Zoo Drive and Elmwood, make that more traditional intersection. And one of the important things is we're gonna add a crosswalk so that our residents, on this side of the road can safely cross, now with a traffic signal. To the other side, once that, connection is done there, we're going to have future funding to take the trail all the way to Soul Park. So, our goal is to try to really improve walkability, make this park more accessible for our neighborhood.
Awesome.
So the project was bid on August 7th. We received 3 bids. Genesis is the low bid, Gunter is the second low, and Mega is the third low. So we're asking you to award the contract to Genesis Construction. And the goal for the MBW goals for the project is 13 and 13, and the Genesis participation is 23% for MBE and 14% for WBE. So,
Thank you.
Thank you. It's a good project.
thank you.
Move to approve?
Second.
All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? All right, now thank you, Mr. Wong. Okay. At our last meeting, we initiated the public testimony period for the recommendation to rename a park asset in favor of former Director Terry Reinard. Deputy Director Allen, are you going to say anything before we start?
It'll be like before, but this was heard on August 27th, and then through the department's naming policy, there's a 30-day time period to receive comments, and then I'll be glad this request came from Mr. Reinert. It was to name the Buckeye Greenway Park in honor of Terry Reinert. We call her Terry. So Ms. Reinert was the first female director for the department. She lived next to the park. Staff's recommendation was to name the trail in honor of her, and so again, we're in the 30-day period per our policy, so I'll leave it at that.
Thank you. So we did have a number of people come to testify, and I really appreciate that. Thank you. And good to see you again, Director Reiner. All right, well, we will start with Rhonda James.
Hi. So I guess my question is to you, why not? Why not name it after her? I mean, it's a little piece of property that she grew up mowing. She's walked through it through school. It's near and dear to her. It's in the Northland where, she kind of grew the Northland through the Parks and Department. So why not? Who else wants it? It means something to Terry.
Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. James. All right, next is Carla Harp.
I think most of us here for Terry are friends that have watched her grow and do really nice things for this city. She started as a mower, mowing the grounds here, and worked her way up, Carmen, I know I've seen you many times volunteering right alongside of Terry when she was the director. And have any of you seen this piece of ground we're talking about? It's not really even a park. The most it's ever had is a couple swings in it, and now it's a bridge that's falling down, and there's been a start of an excavation point for maybe a new bridge to go over this. And I'm not aware of what it costs to do that. I don't know what kind of money any of this takes, but if anybody's deserving of this, it would be Terry for all the service that she's done. And all of you all know those accolades way more than I do.
Thank you for coming, Ms. Harp. All right. Ooh. Matthew. Okay. All right, Terry.
Hi. I know you're tired of seeing me.
Not at all.
I am not tired of fighting this fight yet. I hope the board will please consider naming the whole park and not just the trail. There is not a trail there now. There might be what you would call some paths in the woods that some kids have put out, but there's not a trail. I know there is a trail going in, at least for part of it. Because of the terrain, the trail's not even going to be accessible. And as a person who is losing my mobility every day, it'd be great to have a trail named after me, but it'd be nice if I could walk on it. So I'm begging you one more time, please consider this. I don't know what the holdup is. I don't know what the reservation is. I did ask people I was in contact with to please contact you via email and letters, because I guess there's an important event on this evening. I didn't want this to drag on. So hopefully, did you give those like as they were coming, or they just came in a packet? Oh, they haven't seen them yet?
No.
Okay. Okay. All right. Very good.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, next is Dana Nolan.
Hi, I'm Dana Nolan. I'm a lifelong Kansas City resident in Clay County, the county where this park is. Terry, I know she had I think the reason that we're talking about a trail instead of the park is because she wasn't director for long enough. But if 30 years of service for this department is not long enough to be deserving of a park named after her and the first female director of parks, I think that's enough said. With the service she's given this department, and I mean, she has all of her friends volunteering for things. You know, she's just one of those people that you do things for, and she deserves this. So please consider it.
Thank you, Ms. Nolan. All right, now Jim Nolan. I'm with her. Okay. Thank you for coming, Mr. Nolan. Carol Green.
I would like to say good evening to this honorable park board. I am Carol Green, a retired employee, and I am here to support the request and recommendations to make the Buckeye Greenway Park into the Terry Reiner Park. Terry has been a stellar of a director. I've set up under the leadership of many directors, all who have something named after them, and recognitions. It is for this first female, and one that has been so dedicated. She has been committed to improve the quality of life for the people. She has made a difference for the people, for places and things. I love parks. I am Parks and Recreation. I catch myself even today. Yep, Parks and Rec. People identify me, Carol Green, Parks and Recreation. So I am an advocate for our parks the recreation, the boulevards, anything Parks and Rec. I have seen her. She has lived up to our very own, and I say our, very own mission statement in improving the quality of life, social, equitably, community-driven programs. She's done that. And environmentally sound and natural resource management. She has done that, and I must say, very, very well. So that I hope that you will approve this request, and I hope that this board will give honor where honor is due for Ms. Terry Reiner.
Thank you, Ms.
so
Green.
much. And thank you for your service, Ms. Green.
All right, just wanted to make sure, is there anyone else who's here to testify on this specific matter?
So President Hayden, and this may be part of it, Secretary Houston, but former Commissioner Chris Good also it's in there as well. Okay,
I was able to grab his before I came in.
awesome.
Thank you for Commissioner Smith.
Thank you.
So just so everyone's aware, we've got 30-day public testimony period. We're in the middle of that now. It'll continue for the next board meeting, which is October 8th, and then the board would vote on this matter on the next meeting following October 8th. So that is where we stand. So again, I want to thank all of you. I know it takes a lot of effort to come down here, at 5 o'clock on a Tuesday. So I want to thank you all for coming, and obviously it's something you care a lot about. So thank you. We definitely heard you. Okay. Now I will turn it over to Director Cotton to give his director's update.
Yes. Thank you. The bid opening for the pickleball courts at Hodge and Platt Purchase Park will be September 18th. The 9th of Van Brunt plans are still in codes review at City Hall. Grading for the new parking lots at the Zoo and Starlight are scheduled to begin on September 16th. Work has begun at Satchel Page to get it ready for the Pecos League tryouts on September 27th. Conservation is preparing for fall planting of native plants on Mamie Hughes Bridge. Staff cleaned up dump sites at Town Fork Creek, Blue Valley Park, Cleveland Park, West Longview Parkway, and Inglewood Park. Staff removed foreign growth on the pyramids at Cypress Park. The spray parks have all been shut down and winterized for the season. The emergency backup generators at KC North, Tony Aguirre, Greg Kleiss, Mary Williams Neal, Southeast, and Hillcrest have all been serviced for the year. The Northland, Children's, Concourse, Freedom, and Mill Creek Fountains were all dyed red for the Chiefs home opener. And the park rangers made contact with over 200 houseless individuals in the month of August and 88 so far for the month of September. That is my report.
Thank you. All right, we will now move into public hearing. For any members of the public who wish to address the board, public testimony is limited to 2 minutes, and as you have heard, Secretary Houston has a timer running. The first person is Papsi Alonso.
Hello, my name is Papsi Alonso, and I have a daughter who plays soccer on 9th and Van Brunt. I just want to give you guys thanks. Thank you guys for giving not just my daughter, but all the team players the opportunity to play there, and hope this continues and keeps them, busy on something, not just at home and on the streets, Sorry to say it like that, but it is what it is. But thank you guys so much.
Thank you for coming. We're excited to have more improvements tonight than Van Brunt in the next coming months. So, all right, Sylvia Villalba.
Hi, I am also one of the parents of one of the soccer kids, and I just want to thank you guys for giving us the opportunity to have a park so close to home that actually kids can walk in and play and keep them out of the streets. Definitely that. But thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for coming.
I'm curious, are your children on any particular team? Are they enjoying open play?
They play with Victor Munoz's groups, which is EDO.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And that's who they've been playing for the past couple of months.
Very good. Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you.
All right, now
Victor.
Victor.
Thank you, Victor. Yeah, I love Victor.
Hello, everybody.
Good to see you.
I just want to say thank you again, this incredible partnership with the Parks and Rec Department. Also wanted to say thank you on the behalf of the Likens neighborhood as well. I've had a lot of neighbors who are actually enjoying open play, especially my African American group and African descent on the from the Congo and the Ethiopian side. They're excited that they actually get to play on Thursdays and sometimes on Saturdays. So I just wanted to say thank you, and also wanted to point out a couple things. Got a couple of young lady over here, Miss Nia, that also plays on the team, and Miss over here. They were too nervous to talk, but I just want to say thank you more than anything for allowing us and allowing more kids in the neighborhood to be able to have access to 9th and Van Brunt. And hopefully that second field can bring more opportunity, not just for me, for other organizations to have access as well in our inner city kids. Thank you.
We're working on it.
Well, thank you, and thank you to our players who came. We
Yes,
appreciate you. All right, Elizabeth Mautier.
My name is Elizabeth Mountier. I'm here representing the West Side Neighborhood Association, where I currently serve as the secretary. And I just wanted to thank you all for the approval of the Gage Park mural. So this has been a long time coming, and it was through a community effort. For those of you that don't know, back in June, there was a community vote held at the Guadalupe Center, which is where, right across, that's where the mural will be at. And over 200 people showed up and overwhelmingly voted for the artist, Juan Moya. And so we are all very excited. I actually grew up on 23rd and Jarbo, right across from the mural, so this is really full circle. And it's just exciting because it represents not only the culture there, but also it's a landmark. A lot of people in the neighborhood have family photos there, and so it'll be really exciting to see the new mural. And we appreciate your support on behalf of the neighborhood, on behalf of my other committee member here, and we have several committee members that couldn't be here. But yes, thank you.
Yeah. And thank you all how you went about your community engagement process. That was one of the standouts from the MAC Council, just the process that you all went through that really gave us a lot of confidence in trusting and moving forward with the artists that you all selected. So thank you.
Thank you.
Great work.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you for coming. All right, and then Gloria Guerrero.
Hi, good afternoon. I'm here to speak on behalf of the 9th and Van Brunt. As a former player that used to play there, grew up there, being coached till late nights and everything, I have the privilege to coach the amazing players here present and work alongside with Victor. It's been amazing, the smile that the kids have every time they come to practice, every time they learn something new, every time they go home, tell parents. It's just an amazing space for them, and I know that they really enjoy it. They feel safe there. They love going there every practice. They don't even want to leave sometimes. But I'm just really grateful to be able to continue this. As I've mentioned, I grew up practicing there, became a player there myself, went to college and stuff like that due to having that space there. And I'm really grateful that we're able to continue that and that I'm able to help them continue that and pass that on for them. So I would love to be able to continue there and see what else we can teach them and bring for them, because I know that they enjoy every single time that they're there. So thank you guys, and thank you guys for hearing us out.
Yeah, thank you for volunteering.
Yes, thank you. All right, does anyone else want to speak who wasn't on the sheet? All right, well, this is a fast meeting. May I have a motion to move to closed session, please?
Yes. I move to go into closed session pursuant to section 610.021, subsection 1 of the revised statutes of Missouri to discuss legal matters, litigation, and privileged communications with attorneys pursuant to section 610.021, subsection 2 of the revised statute of Missouri to discuss real estate, subsections 3 and 13 of the revised statute of Missouri to discuss personnel matters, and subsection 12, revised statute of Missouri to discuss sealed bids or proposals. It's read all
All
of it.
right, may I have a second?
Second.
All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? All right, we are going to move into closed session. Our next meeting will be held October 8th, 2024 at 5 o'clock PM. And thank you again to all of you for coming today.
Thank you.